Hey everyone, I thought I'd do a different kind of video today, one in which where I address my younger self, seeing as it is Children's Mental Health Week. And obviously I am now older, however, I feel like this video is intended for children maybe going through similar experiences to me, you know, going through children's mental health services, CAMHS, kind of going on medications, you know, getting taken out of lessons for different assessments and things like that really. So this video is basically what I would have liked to have been told if I could have gone back around that kind of stuff. So if you feel that is relevant to you, then hopefully you get something out of this. The number one thing that I probably would have told my younger self when it came to all this is don't be embarrassed around like medications and stuff like that. So I was on antidepressants from 10. Sounds quite intense, but I mean, I was, and as I kind of got older, I think I started to, you know, obviously realise what I was on, you know, kind of that 14-ish kind of range, and I was so embarrassed. Like, I remember kind of like, you know, hiding it from everyone, you know, if my friends came round, locking it in the cupboards, you know, just really actually getting quite on edge that people would find my antidepressants. But, you know, I'm surely doubt a kind of teenager, a young teenager would know what that is a lot of the time, but that's personally how I felt. So for anyone, I mean, that could be any age range, you know, sometimes it could be like a short-term crutch or even long-term. I'm actually off them all now. However, if I needed to go on medication again, I mean, I would. It's something I'm not, you know, embarrassed about anymore. But yeah, I tell myself not to be embarrassed about that. I'd also like tell myself not to kind of, you know, be so hard on yourself, you know, because I used to get really frustrated. You know, like I used to get taken to like learning support a lot and kind of taken out of my classes for different reasons, and it'd really get me down. Like I'd make up excuses to like the other kids, yeah, when I was younger, like why are you getting taken out of lessons and that, and it kind of, you know, instead of telling them obviously what the actual reasons were, where it was kind of, you know, like my mental health and Asperger's and, you know, just learning needs essentially, I'd just be like, yeah, I'm really naughty, you know, I'm on report card at the moment, so obviously they've got to assess it, but like they're probably going to up me on my report card, I'm going to go from the green to the yellow one. Do you know what I mean? So I'd try and basically act like it was because I was naughty instead of, you know, just kind of being more open. But kids can be mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not telling kids go tell everything, because listen, I understand kids can be very mean and judging, but I'd like to tell my younger self that school's short term. I know when you're at school and you're going through these things, it seems like it's never gonna end, and it's just like, that is it. I'm embarrassed, I don't want to go to school, this, but it is short term. And, you know, if you're kind of like going through them experiences and you are embarrassed and you hate your lessons and this, like, it is short term. However, I would say, you know, no, try your hardest, if that makes sense, when it because it is short term, so there is light at the end of the tunnel. However, I don't understand, like, kind of, it's a lot to balance. There's a lot to take in when you're kind of going in schools and, you know, different teachers are taking you out and people are, you know, trying to assess you for different things. And one thing that is hard is when you're in school and you're going through, like, they're tampering with your medication a lot. I left school with 2 GCSEs. I remember my last year, basically my medication was making me go kind of sleepy, so then they put me on this medication that made me go up the wall, and it was really like trial and error. So they kind of really messed me around. So one thing I would say to people that maybe is really affecting your education is to know your rights. You do have rights when it comes to like these kind of things that I weren't aware of. I looked back and like saw after that, you know, I should have really raised things like that and been like, look, like my medications and my mental health is really affecting my studies and I've got my exams. And instead of like me being in a situation where I was a capable academic person leaving with 2 C's and then having to like scrimp and scrub my way into colleges, and eventually got my way into university, which was a big achievement for me. But yeah, I'd say know your rights, and if you're in a situation growing up or a parent where it's really affecting schooling, and there are organisations that can help you out and just like raising it with your school, because they sometimes don't just accept, you know, that's it, you know, there are other avenues of which, you know, I wish I kind of, you know, knew about. But yeah, that's just a short message that, as it's Children's Mental Health Week, if you're kind of one of them children's going, or parents of a child that are going through that kind of thing, you know, don't be embarrassed. Things are short term. I know it can see like the fucking weight of the world is on your shoulders at times, but you know, I'm not saying like I'm completely out of the woods with things and like that. Like I still have to day to day kind of take things as they come. But that's just kind of what I would have liked to have said to the younger me. So thank you for people that have watched that, and hopefully if you're one of the people that are kind of, you know, going through a similar thing, hopefully these words might give you some encouragement. But thank you.